Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about the most active stocks on the market. These stocks are high value, and these stocks are highly volatile. Some of them are looking better than others. And right now, while we do have the overall market coming in for more bearishness, you got about 5,000 decliners. You have about 1,000 advancers. A very choppy one in here today. Not even a very choppy one, a very bearish one. We did catch easy rounds of calls and long positions for the quick bounce off of that 930 reversal. Make sure that you're in the Discord seeing these things on time when I'm telling you when to buy and when I'm telling you when to sell. Not only these stocks, but these options, these cryptos, guys, the whole shamboozle. If you are new here, and if you are speaking a different language, we do have different language chats, Thai, Spanish, French, Danish. And if you need something specifically made for you, then let me know when you join in and I get that made for you immediately. Okay, let's get right into it with the most active stocks in the top on our list being AILE, the learning engines. Okay, we've been seeing this one onto this big discount for the last couple of days. You know that off of this big discount, you know what's about to come next, that big reversal. And I point out targets and ranges for you guys. You can understand how to spot these. And when these stocks hit those lows, I go to my daily charts and I show you that it has that gap to fill. Because of these stocks at those lows and oversold, they are going to explode and fill up that gap. They're always going to start facing big resistance around there and then start to sell back off around that range. But if they're strong enough to push past that, then it might even be able to get to that $1. Right now, with AILE at 65 cents, this stock is still up 305% with an average volume of 151 million. You got a current value of 471 million in this stock, and they got a free float on 29 million. Filling that float well over on AILE. And we've been getting the easy early alerts in AILE, not only for just today's parabolic plays, but also when I was putting out things in the early seat saying these things are the upcoming swings. In fact, this was just yesterday saying AILE at that 20 cents or lower for a swing trade. Don't miss this 7 to 15% stop loss on everything, and you can even catch it in the other sections. Okay. Now what? When I put out our list of swing trades, you can lock in gains off. Like, look, this thing still up. This thing was just up like 400%. You can lock in gains. I didn't make it in there in time, so I'm still holding some other stuff. But you can lock in gains off of that and go ahead and move that to the next stock. Man, you want me to show you the next stock? Look, the next stock on that list right there is GALT. Check this out. I do not say this stuff for nothing. Let me go show you some GALT. And I haven't even looked back at it today. And this thing came for about a 50, almost 60% explosion. You locking those gains. Now you say you done caught the GALT and you caught the AILE, you locking those gains, you get ready for the next things down that list. Locking those gains, move on to the next one, so on and so forth. And when I put out these lists of upcoming swings, you might even be able to get them before me because maybe I'm still holding on some older swings. I put out the list of upcoming swings so that you are already ready for the next thing. And remember, same setup, same strategy, every single trade. You would have seen that in my section just yesterday. You will be up over 400% in AILE today for an easy, super easy bull run from the very beginning. Right now on AILE, I'll take you to see its exact pressure that's going on right now in the order flow. We got to see that over on the Moo. So you can see if you got the extra larges that are coming in still, with the larges coming in and the mediums coming in, you got the smalls rushing in. They said that they're not going to miss this thing getting ready to explode back over that $1. And once it does, if it can hold up there, while it has this bullish wave and the cost distribution coming in. It's a small bullish wave. That's a small bullish wave. It's really going to be a battle trying to get past that 88 cents for real. That's a super, super big wave right there, embarrassness. But with enough bullishness coming in, that's nothing. We've seen stocks go even higher, so on and so forth. Okay. And if you ever got any questions, concerns, recommendations, you need any accommodations, you can go ahead and join me in our 24/7 live trading classroom. Where we in here doing our live trades, catching these stocks, even sharing our video games live and all that good stuff like that in banking with Billy. Family orientated style environment. And if you are trading alone, not anymore. Welcome to the family, okay? Let's continue on, man. I got this stuff to talk about with GTI, the Graph Jet Technology. They just halted. This thing just halted, like right before our very eyes. While we got GTI going up from let's go down to a 4-hour chart. Going from 18 cents all the way to the highs of that $1.10. This stock is still up 154% with an average volume of 5.38 million. Your current volume getting up to 2.30 million. Stupendous volume and this free flow over 48 million. And this stock right here coming in for these halts is a good sign of potential. These big whales and market makers, they have to press the pause button on this thing. That mean they getting scared, and it's halting down right now. So, this thing end up on halting, and then end up selling all the way off real fast. So watch out for those halts. But you do, and this stuff will change fast. Order flow change factors updated minute by minute on Moomoo. And you got the extra larges rushing in there. They say they're not going to miss this under $1. You got the larges coming in there with the mediums coming in and the smalls are coming in. And this is coming down to the bullishness of they're calling the big Santa rally, where stocks get bullish between Christmas time and November and between Christmas time and New Year's and whatnot. And then you'll be seeing a lot of stocks do these. Like you see a whole list of full of everything. Check this out. Things getting super bullish in these days, the big Santa rally. So, if you are newer to the markets, newer trading, stuff like that, these are key moments to take note of. Okay, so you can remember and be prepared for the next upcoming year. And all that. So knowledge is power. No one is half the battle. Okay, and it's 1,000 times easier. When we were actually in a banquet with Billy Discourse, seeing we are telling you it's time to catch those things at the parabolic plays on the very first days. Now, this is coming out few days ago. On the 24th, we see this thing really start to pick up. Then we get Coach Manson throw this out. GTI for the swing trade. Don't miss out on this. GTI up these many percents. GTI up about 225% from that early seed. And I tell you, once you see a stock get picked up on the parabolic scam bot that first time, and you got coaches all picking that thing up and it's making those moves, you're gonna watch it get picked up by the parabolic scam bot again. That first one was down like 20, 30 cents. This next one up here towards $1. Next one that comes out, it's gonna be over towards like $2, $3, and it's gonna be going crazy. We're gonna watch GTI pop up on the parabolic scam bot list again. So you can literally be ready for one of those to be going in there. Um, it's easier for me. Don't get me wrong. All of this is easier for me. I make it sound so easy, but I mean it really is. But like I've been doing this for a very long time, so it's just generally easier for me to day trade, to swing trade. I got infinite time, literally, so I don't have to do anything. I have no distractions. I can literally sit here and just stare at charts all day. And it's for me, it's the same setup and same strategy every single trade. It's either hold on, let me show you because I don't say this stuff for nothing. If you've been seeing these videos, me for years, you already know it's from those lows and oversouls at the bottom all the way to the top where it's overbought and dangerous. Then when it gets up there, it's where the fundamentals gonna kick in where people decide if it's truly still a company of the future. And if it's not, then it's gonna sell back off. But you get into a safe, easy early seat. And again, it's easier for me because I already know exactly what I'm looking for. It's easier for everybody in the Bankwability Discord because they've been following along with the same setup and the same strategy every single trade that I've been putting out for years. For years. So much to the point that they even putting out these same type of trades along in A sections. It's sections I don't know how to read, Spanishes and French and stuff like that. And those things exploded because, again, it's the same setup and the same strategy every single trade. And not only do I put out my alerts, but the rest of the coaches, Ted Wells, Sensei Prim, Coach Manson, y'all know Coach Crawford. They all putting out their things in their sections, letting you know when to buy, what your stop loss is, and we're all doing the same thing. We're getting it at the bottom. If you're not getting that thing down at the bottom, then you're just getting yourself into a. Now, I'm not gonna say you're getting in the wrong position because everybody trades how they feel like trading and stuff like that, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. But you know, why chase it up at the top if you could have got in there at the bottom and then seen great gains from it rather than be in a risky position where they probably gonna be selling off. If that thing in a position where it's probably gonna be selling off, then it's probably about to be selling off. Yeah, there's safer things to go for. But RGTI, the most bullish on the market, I'm finna get ready to go make a quantum stock video. We're not finna be doing a deep dive on quantum stuff like that because I don't even know how to explain quantum computing. But we'll be looking deeper into these stocks as these quantum stocks are starting to lead the market with this extreme bullishness and set forth a new sentiment. Um, oh yeah, RGTI. RGTI. Don't confuse RGTI with the GTI, but RGTI. It was a coincidence that those stocks are so close together right now. That wasn't planned out. But I've been making videos on RGTI because this thing keeps on popping up on the most active list. But that's a little bit too close for us to see. What we want to go see is those early on dates back towards like what's that, November, around November. We look around the beginning of November where they was coming out with the early alerts for RGTI. And when you in these stocks, you probably not going to be holding that thing all the way up for that whole 3,000, 4,000% gainer. You more than likely locked in gains for your quick 100% slide. And you know the trading, you probably will. You only sticking those 7 to 15. And don't feel bad when you sell out of that thing. Yeah, you done got out of there and that thing done went up a whole another 6,000%. That's how I be. That's how I go. It ain't about what they doing in there. It's about what you doing in there. And again, let me remind you, don't lock in gains and settle somewhere when I feel nervous. Cause I do this. I might not get nervous at all. Like I set a stop loss and then go to sleep. In fact, I don't even sleep. I'm just staring at these charts all day. So I ain't got no reason to even, we worry about anything because something pulling back. I'm already there and ready. You got to find a way to make the markets work for you. If you can make the markets work for you, don't work for the markets. Make the markets work for you. Whatever you got to do to make that to accomplish that goal, whether that be waking up at this time or selling at that time, or maybe you strategically place your orders around. You out in the field. You like to place trap cards on the fields or whatever you got going on, so you can take advantage of those big whales that's trying to get down on your position and stuff like that. Whatever you got to do to make it work for you, that's what you got to do. And everybody not gonna be working moving exactly the same, like at all. Literally, like all the coaches make a believe they be going for they ain't going for all these different calls and long dated. They go for long dated things and stuff like that. I don't know how to. I don't go for no long dated. I don't go for long dated options. Some of them going out for the early morning breakouts and the fast explosions off the day trades and whatnot. I don't be waking up trying to chase no penny stock up for that early breakout. But some other people do. Some other coaches do. Some other traders and investors do those different types of things. And it comes down to doing what you got to do to make the markets work for you. But you're not gonna understand how to do that or even what that really means until you like been in there and done, what I mean, did what it do and whatnot. But XTIA, okay, the XTIA, they finna do a reverse split. I'm pretty sure I just seen some news somewhere about the reverse split coming up. Not gonna waste no time looking for that now because I mean they have 4 cents. They about to do a reverse split, And I don't know what that's gonna be. It's probably like a 1 for 100, and it probably push them at like $4. If my stock math is right, it's most likely not. But when they get to that $4, then it's gonna get all then it's gonna like lower the stats when they do that split, and then it's gonna sell back off on then or retesting that dollar range because XTIA is already wrecked stock. Just because the stock does a split doesn't mean it's not wrecked anymore. In fact, it's evident that that thing was so wrecked that y'all have to do a split. So like other companies, like other stocks and whatnot, they gonna make fun of that company that had to do that split. That's how bad having to come in for that split is. Y'all was so messed up that y'all had to do a reverse split. Y'all couldn't even hold up at $1, and like I say, I ain't no stock mathematician or nothing like that, and I ain't no master CEO out here. So I don't, but I do know that they do all kinds of different things and got all kinds of different techniques and strategies to make their stocks stay up and explode and build that sentiment and stuff like that. ATIA hasn't been able to do that, and don't get me wrong, still early in their days. I mean, not really. Like check this out. Like not really. They've been out since 2002, 2000, yeah, about 2002. They done came in for so many splits throughout their history that their price is up here at 5 quintillion 379 trillion 176 billion 534 million, and so on and so forth. In fact, that's not that five not even quintillion. I don't even know what number come after quintillion, but that five is whatever come after that. They done did so many splits that they have to make their stock price look like that. When you look at a stock and you see their prices all looking, they had the 5, 10 quintillions and gajillions and whatnot. So they done came in for 1,000 different splits throughout their history, and then they still had to do that, still have to sell all the way back off like this because they ain't got that sentiment. Like it builds up on itself. They don't want to be having to do all those splits and whatnot because it's gonna ruin the sentiment. And newer traders coming to the market, they don't recognize that. If I ain't just tell you that, if I did not just explain it out, you wouldn't even understand it. And nobody else would point that stuff out to you at all. You got to make sure that you're being up to date with everything that's going on. Do your deep dive, look back at the history. You ever got any questions? Just let me know. I done experienced all of this stuff. I done experienced all of it. So like even like I didn't even got the margin call before. I'm banned from TD Ameritrade. Like I done experienced, I done experienced all of this stuff. But No new alerts for XTIA. They all messed up. Next you got QSI. Ooh, the Quantum SI Incorporated. $1.11 to $3.84. Ooh, the QSI coming in for nothing but nonstop bullshit. Not only just now, but it's been on a multi-month bull run. Why is it slowing down right now, you ask? Well, because this is the point where they keep on selling back off. Big resistance be at exactly this point. They could break past this though. Wow, the sky's the limits on the QSI. Excuse me. Let's go see the QSI over on the Banking with Billy Discord. And we can see Coach Crawford, man. Coach Crawford always throwing out everything. He throw out the hottest stocks. You gotta make sure you see those on time. And if you don't see it on time, then just don't go for it. Like that's what I do. I don't see something on time, then I just don't go for it. Because like there's so many different stocks that are about to explode next. Every single week I throw out a whole new set of swing trades that are I just showed you like two or three of them at the top of this list. But in fact, every single one of these, like literally, it's always the same thing. You catch it down at the bottom and just sell those things at the top. And I already know what's about to explode next. Um, so what I do, I'll really just be going to these 52-week lows. When I stay in a full cycle, I'm going 52-week lows. Those things gonna explode, become the most active, and they're gonna turn to the top gainers. You're gonna lock in gains and go back to the 52-week lows. It's really rinse and repeat. Whether it be for an option, whether it be for a stock or crypto. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's different for like options and cryptocurrency. They don't have a specific 52-week low list. So you got to be a little more creative on your timing and when to find it and stuff like that. But, I got y'all, all the good stuff like that. I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in there. And happy trade.